the soul of photography, and found in a spec sheet. It isn't found in a plastic body or a fast burst rate. It's found in that split second when light hits a sensor and turns into a memory that feels alive. For nearly a decade, one camera held that soul better than any other. The Nikon D850. It was the undisputed king. It was the perfect balance of raw resolution and rugged power. But then the world changed. Everything went mirrorless. For the purists, the landscape artists, and the studio masters, a void was left behind. The Z7 and Z7 III were good, but they weren't legends. They felt like bridges to nowhere. Then came the Z9 and Z8. They were speed demons, built for the sidelines of a football game, not the quiet majesty of a mountain peak. We've been waiting for a true successor. We've been waiting for the machine that values every single pixel over sheer speed. As of March 2026, the wait is over. The Nikon Z7 III is no longer a whisper in the back rooms of Tokyo. It is a reality that is about to dismantle the high resolution market. This isn't just a Z8 Lite. This is a precision instrument designed for one purpose: to be the best image-making machine in human history. If you are still holding onto your D850 or thinking about switching to the Sony A7 RV, stop everything. The Z7 III is the medium format killer we've been waiting for, and today, we're going to show you why it's about to change photography forever. The story of this camera starts with a move that shocked the entire industry. Nikon bought Red Digital Cinema. For 100 years, Nikon was a photography company that learned how to do video. By acquiring Red, they didn't just buy a company, they bought the secret sauce of Hollywood. The Z7 III is the very first stills focus camera to feature the legendary Red IP2 Color Science integrated directly into the sensor's pipeline. This isn't a marketing trick. It changes the way the camera sees the world. In the past, digital sensors struggled with digital clipping. When the sun got too bright, the highlights just turned into white blocks of nothing. But with Red's IP2 Science, the Z7 III manages light like a cinema camera. It means you finally get that organic, filmic highlight roll-off. You get the breathtaking skin tones that used to be exclusive to $50,000 cinema rigs. Imagine shooting a landscape in the harsh sun of Utah. Imagine a high-contrast studio portrait. With this tech, the highlights melt away with the grace of 35mm film. This red factor makes the Z7 III the most dangerous camera on the market right now. It bridges the gap between the digital look and the cinematic soul. But a camera is only as good as its heart. The leaks from the supply chain have finally been confirmed. We are looking at a brand new 67.5 megapixel BSI CMOS sensor. Many people thought Nikon would play it safe at 45 megapixels. Instead, they took a massive leap to topple the Sony A7 RV. But this isn't just a numbers game, it's about the architecture. Unlike the Z8 and Z9, which use stacked sensors for speed, the Z7 III uses a non-stacked, high-fidelity design. Why does this matter? Because stacked sensors sacrifice a tiny bit of dynamic range for speed. The Z7 III makes the opposite trade. It is optimized for one thing: pure, raw image quality. We are seeing reports of a staggering 15.5 stops of dynamic range. To put that in perspective, this puts the Z7 III in direct competition with medium-format giants like the Fujifilm GFX100S2. It is a medium-format killer that fits in your backpack. For the pro who needs to pull detail out of the deepest shadows of a canyon, this sensor is the new gold standard. It captures textures that other cameras simply smudge away. Nikon has also introduced a massive AI breakthrough in the new Speed 8 processor called texture tracking. In the past, autofocus was just about finding a face or an eye. Now, the camera understands the physical surface of what it's looking at. It can lock onto the specific weave of a fabric, the moss on a rock, or the bark of a tree. This ensures that even at 67 megapixels, where the slightest blur can ruin a shot, your focus is surgical. This camera doesn't just see, it understands the scene. It allows the photographer to focus on the art while the machine handles the physics. Let's talk about the body. Nikon knew they couldn't just put this sensor in a plastic shell. The Z7 III features a fully magnesium alloy chassis. It is weather sealed to the same standard as the D850. You can take this into a sandstorm in the Sahara or a rainstorm in the Pacific Northwest and it won't flinch. They've also listened to the pros and brought back the dedicated illuminated buttons. No more fumbling in the dark during a nightscape session. Everything is tactile. Everything is where it should be. This camera is a statement. It's Nikon saying that the art of the still image still matters. In a world obsessed with 8,000 video and 120 frame per second bursts, the Z7 III stands alone as a monument to resolution and color. It is the final nail in the coffin for the DSLR era and the first real threat to the medium format market. It offers the resolution of a giant camera with the speed and agility of a mirrorless system. My best opinion in my opinion. The Nikon Z7 III is the first time a mirrorless camera has actually felt like a spiritual successor to the D850. For years, manufacturers chase speed because that's what looks good in commercials. But most professional photographers want quality. They want depth. They want colors that don't look like plastic. By bringing RED's Color Science into a high-resolution, full-frame body, Nikon has moved the goalposts. They aren't just competing with Sony anymore. They are competing with the very idea of what a stills camera can be. This is the camera that will make people stop talking about digital and start talking about art again. If you value the soul of an image, there is simply nothing else in 2026 that touches this. It's not just a tool. It's a masterpiece. It is the king, reclaiming its throne. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the future of photography.